Hey there, folks. Yeah, old age has been catching up to me again, especially since after Anthro New England 2016. That was a really fun convention, by the way, and I had a great time, except for catching that clown crud afterwards. I'm recovering anyways, right? Soon I'll be getting another makeover of sorts to rejuvenate my younger looks again. So this will probably be the last time you see my old look on this YouTube channel. But anyways, the reason I'm here is so I could do a certain Disney book and audio read-along review due to a certain death that occurred out of the many this previous month. Yep, Disney's Robin Hood, the 1973 animated furry version, in memory of Brian Bedford, who voiced Robin Hood in the film. He passed away last month at the age of 80. Also, Robin Hood is known on this YouTube channel for the surprise hit YouTube poop, Disney Buys Out Hanna-Barbera. Plus, with Zootopia coming out next month, maybe it'll also renew interest in this film again, as they are both pretty similar with each other. Not like that crummy Chicken Little anime movie that came out 10 years ago. That was just Disney trying to copy DreamWorks and such. Besides that, this read-along adaptation is the 1977 reissue, with a full voice cast, background music and sound effects, as you can see by the back. And what a coincidence! The back cover of these late 70s and early 80s Disney read-alongs featured Robin Hood as well. But the earlier 1973 edition, for some reason, is pictured, which did have the read-along word-for-word story narration and favorite songs to sing, but no dramatic character dialogue, authentic sound effects, or musical backgrounds. And isn't that weird enough? This read-along does not have any of the actual voices from the film, and the impersonators are mostly not very good. Disneyland Records sometimes would cast some decent sound-alikes, but not in this case. It sounds almost more like something Peter Pan Records would have done. Let's have a listen. Yep, of course it's got Robin Hood on the label, the record. It's the rainbow label that they started using in 1976.
This is the story of Robin Hood. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this.
As always.
Let's begin now. Long ago, England was ruled by the wicked, greedy Prince John. He ordered the Sheriff of Nottingham to tax the people so heavily that some were forced to become outlaws. Two of the most famous outlaws were Robin Hood and Little John, who would steal the tax money from the sheriff and give it back to the poor.
Why are there children singing it? It just makes the song sound very childish compared to Roger Miller's vocals. I know this is for kids, but couldn't we have at least used the original Roger Miller version? Then at least it would have felt more like the actual film. Or who knows, maybe there was royalties or something with the performer. Yeah, stuff like this Peter Pan Records would do too. So Zootopia doesn't get that kind of shoddy treatment if they make a read-along adaptation of it. Finally, it's over. I already turned the page.
One day, Prince John was traveling by coach to Nottingham to pick up more tax money. He was so busy counting his gold that he didn't notice he was passing through Sherwood Forest, the home of Robin Hood. Nor did he see Little John and Robin Hood watching him from a tree.
Look at all that gold. Hey, Little John, let's pay Prince John a little visit.
That doesn't sound like
In his
Robin Hood's
coach,
voice
Prince
at
John
all.
was talking to his counselor, Sir Hiss, about his favorite subject.
Gold, beautiful gold. Ah, life has been so wonderful since King Richard left for the Crusade.
And that doesn't sound very good either.
And
The
to get
voice
out all this
of
lovely
the
gold. How I love gold.
You already said that multiple times. Oh,
Robin Hood and Little John were standing by the roadside disguised as Lady Fortune
yep,
Tellers
drag queen.
which passed by.
Care to have your fortune told, your majesty?
Well, Brian Bedford was known for drag roles, and that's one reason why he had Robin Hood dressed like a woman in this film. Well, I'm pretty good at cross-dressing myself, too.
And Little John helped himself to the prince's gold. Prince John never
He
knew
hid the
he had been
gold
robbed
coins in his
until
breast.
Robin and Little John had escaped. Meanwhile, the Sheriff of Nottingham was busy collecting taxes.
I must have more.
What the heck?
And all that gold coin.
That sounds nothing like Pat Buttram or that is the Sheriff of Nottingham.
For his birthday.
Thankfully, that's the only time we hear his voice.
Robin Hood didn't think little Skippy should go without presents on his birthday.
Here, Skippy, take my bow and arrow. And here's my hat. It's a little big, but you'll grow into it.
The first time Skippy tried the bow, his arrow flew over Prince John's castle wall.
Yeah, that scene in the movie was animated by Don
Skippy
Bluth.
saw Maid Marion and Lady Cluck. Even though Marion was related to Prince John,
Oh, she's a fox. Prince John was a
long
lion.
ago they had been childhood sweethearts. One day, Robin's friend, Friar Tuck, came to Sherwood Forest with some news.
Prince John is having an archery tournament tomorrow, and you're the best.
That's a rather exaggerated take on Friar
I'd like
Tuck's
to know,
voice.
Friar Tuck, but if I do, I'm sure to be captured.
Maid Marion will have a kiss.
Ooda lolly, what are we waiting for?
That's not how Robin Hood says Oodalali.
The next day, two strangers appeared at the tournament, a stork and a duke.
Pretty good disguise Robin Hood there, actually.
Said Robin Hood.
I'll win the tournament and the kiss. But
Yeah,
no one
he and I are
will
both to be
kiss Robin
a
Hood.
couple of the better master disguises when it comes to
And the
Disney's
sheriff
cartoon
were the only
characters.
ones left in the contest. And even though the sheriff tried to cheat by having the target moved, the stork made an amazing shot, and it was. Prince John watched very closely.
Alright. Yeah, side one ends at that point, and of course there isn't any reminder to turn the record over, as these late 70s read-alongs are mastered for use on both vinyl and cassette. In fact, after Disney stopped producing vinyl read-along editions after 1986, the Robin Hood read-along continued to stay in print, even into the late 90s. While the cover artwork was updated a couple times, the rest of it stayed the same, including using this 1977 recording with the substitute voice actors of the children's singing. Still sort of an unusual place at side one. I would have ended it after the tournament fight. As crazy and Hanna-Barbera-ish as it was, it'd be a slightly better type of ending to the side. In fact, to add to the craziness of that Robin Hood YouTube poop, I'm going to play a song from one of the alternate takes on that scene. Check it out! The Cattanooga Cats is the only album they ever released, and I got a copy! Let me cue up the appropriate song. Alright.
Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Come on, run on home with me. Just be nimble and be quick. We're gonna jump the candlestick. Hold me close and hold me tight. Ain't no better side tonight. Kick the can and run with me. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free.
Now you remember last year the videos uploaded featuring the song synchronized up to the scene.
From your window, can't you see? It's gonna be a good
Oh, the Cattanooga Cats didn't have any chase scenes like Scooby-Doo or Josie the Pussycats. These songs sounded like they could have caught me even. Sorry, the con crowd.
We're gonna jump the candlestick. Hold me close and hold me. Ain't no bears out tonight. Kick the can and run with me. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Hey, little girl, don't be afraid. This little game for you is made. There's gonna be
Look at that.
you and me.
Kind of like an all-anime version of the Banana Splits.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, run on, run some more. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free.
The music video for it was very psychedelic too.
We're gonna jump the candlestick. Hold me close and hold me tight. Ain't no bears out tonight. Kick the can and run with me. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Come on, run on home with me. Just be nimble and be quick. We're gonna jump the candlestick.
Better than the children singing, that's for sure.
Ain't no bears out tonight. Kick the can and run with me. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Come on, run on home with me. Ollie, Ollie.
Pretty cool, huh? But YouTube poop silliness aside, let's continue with the rest of the real story. Let's continue with the rest of the real story, including hearing another one of those childish renditions of a song from the movie sung by kids. Side 2.
When Robin came to claim his prize, Prince John was ready.
And now I name you the loser.
As the unmasked him at that part.
I sentence you to sudden, instant, and even immediate death.
It looked like the end for Robin Hood, but suddenly Little John grabbed Prince John. Let my friend go, or else.
That doesn't even sound like
Once
Little
Robin
John.
was free, a big fight began. Robin Hood and Little
That's
John
why I
fought
played that
guard
song,
ring.
Ollie Ollie Oxen Free, will accompany it.
And arrows flew. Maid Marion was almost seized by the guard, but Robin climbed a pole, grabbed a rope, and swung down to her rescue. Then he and his friends escaped into the wood. Safely back in Sherwood Forest, Robin and his band celebrated. Little John sang a song making fun of Prince John. It was so funny that soon all of Nottingham was singing it.
Can you believe that? At least they incorporated it into the stories. Quite a few of the late 70s read-alongs did this one. Like that Three Little Pigs actually, 78 read-along edition did. Yeah. I'm gonna use this time to get a drink of water.
Incredible as he is in it. Whenever the history books start to still call him Holy King of England. A part on the Holy King of England.
Oh, but Prince John was angry when he heard
At
the
least
song.
it was nice and short
Double
this
the
time.
taxes! Triple the taxes! I'll make them pay!
But of course, nobody could pay, and the prisons were full. The sheriff even robbed the church and arrested Friar Tuck for objecting. When Prince John heard Friar Tuck was in jail, he planned a new trap for Robin Hood.
We'll hang Friar Tuck in the morning. And when that Robin Hood comes to the rescue, we'll
Really overacting in the role.
But
It's
Robin Hood was
not as good as the actual voice.
and he planned the rescue for that night. He and Little John climbed the high castle wall. Then Robin dressed up like a guard and sneaked up to the sleeping Sheriff of Nottingham. Carefully, he stole the jail key.
Here, Little John, take these and open the cell door.
That voice.
Everyone in the jail was surprised to see a familiar face enter the room. They cried out for joy. Shh! Why, we're breaking out of here.
That's not even attempting to sound like Phil Harris.
Meanwhile, Robin had climbed up into Prince John's bedroom, where all the
That's
gold was kept. Prince John and Sir His were sound asleep. Robin tied the bags of gold.
Wow, what a risk taker Robin Hood could be.
And the jail. As the gold reached the jail, Little John took the bags off the rope. "Take them and run," he shouted as he passed the gold to the escaping prisoners. Just then, Prince John awoke.
My gold! It's gone!
It's not the actual movie for the film, either. Music for the film. Probably just stock music of some sort.
Fleeing prisoners. Trapped in the
That's
castle
what
by
a
himself,
Scooby-Doo chase song
Robin
would
climbed
play
the
in the
high tower
YouTube
to
clip.
escape the guard.
Robin's in the tower. Burn him out.
Shouted the sheriff. But
That
Robin
awful
escaped by
Sheriff of
diving into
Nottingham
the
voice. I don't know.
Shoot him. He's in the boat.
All the sheriff's men fired arrows into the water. When Robin's hat bobbed to the surface of the moat, Prince John was overjoyed.
He's finished. Done for.
This illustration was added for the
Even
1977
Little John
edition.
thought Robin had
It's
run.
actually from the Little Golden Book adaptation of the
He never
story.
had a chance. Then, up popped Robin from under the water.
Hey, Little John, I'm all right. I've been breathing through this reed.
Soon after Robin's narrow escape, good King Richard came back from the Crusades to take his place on the throne of England. Happiness returned to the land. Robin Hood and Maid Marion were married, and all their friends came to wish them well.
Yes, that's the way it really happened in Sherwood Forest. With furries and cartoon antics. But anyways, I still have to prep up for my new look. So keep watching this YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll be surprised.